Nancy coming in. I was just telling everyone I'm nervous about you being here.
You know, I know how to picture.
Okay.
And I won't do anything that I should.
That makes me happy. That's
I won't do it.
perfect.
Yeah.
That goes for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. I made it. Hi.
Hi,
I was like, oh, I need to turn on the Zoom.
thank you.
Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. I've been traveling, so I'm glad to be back.
Oh, good. Well, where did you go? Somewhere fun?
East Coast to see my grandson and my kids.
Aw,
See
nice.
New York City. Yeah,
Amazing.
it was good.
I bet. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, let's all start lying down this morning. So just go ahead and lay down on your back. And if you're comfortable, however you want to be, you can have your feet flat to the floor, you can have your legs extended, just wherever feels good in your body right now. And using this time to, like, as if you're a snow globe that's been all shook up, using this time to let all the pieces settle. Just whatever it took to get here today. You're here now, you've done the hard part. Now you just get to get present. So bring your attention here to the floor beneath you, the walls around you, the ceiling and the space that you're in. Just watching each breath as it comes in and leaves your body. If your legs are extended, bring your feet flat to the floor. And then you'll lift the right leg, lift the right foot, and draw the right knee in towards your chest. And you can interlace your hands either behind the hamstring or in front of the shin. Just give a gentle draw in of the femur bone into the chest. And then with your right foot, just draw some circles with your right foot. So warming up the ankle. So we'll do 5 in one direction. And then 5 in the other direction, just some slow circles with the foot. I hear the ankles. And then point and flex the foot. So point and flex. 3 more, point and flex. You might feel some heat start to happen in the ankles and lower limbs. Good, last one. Let the foot relax, draw the knee in a little closer. And then we'll switch sides. Set the right foot down. Draw the left knee in to whatever degree feels good in your body. Hands can be either behind the hamstring or in front of the shin, and just pause. And then you'll begin to warm up the ankle. So pick a direction and do 5 circles of the foot around that ankle in one direction. 3, 4, and then go 5 in the other direction. You're looking at the range of motion that exists in that joint, in that ankle joint. Might feel a little crunchy. It's all right. And then point the foot, flex the foot. Point and flex. Pull the toes back. Point, toes towards the floor, and flex. You might feel the shins start to warm up. Good, 1 more. And then relax the foot, draw the knee in a little closer, and set the left foot down next to the right. And then right here, you're gonna just give a tiny tuck of the tailbone and engage the abdominal muscles. So you wanna firm through the muscles in the abdomen and just feel like you're trying to press the lower back towards the ground. And then you're gonna lift the right leg up to tabletop. So right leg just lifts and sets down. So we're just gonna march. And then the left leg lifts and sets down. And you're really trying to access those lower abdominal muscles. You can even bring your hands to the lower abs as you just march in place. I'm gonna keep the belly firm, especially right around the belly button, the navel center. You almost feel like you're pulling the bottom ribs towards the pelvis. Just a couple more marches, again, building some heat in the body and warming up the hip flexors, engaging the deep core muscles. Let's do last four more marches. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set both feet down to the ground. Relax the abdomen, relax the pelvis and belly. Nice deep breath. And then you'll draw the right knee into the chest again, and then draw the left knee into the chest. So both knees come in, and you can squeeze to whatever degree feels good and for you today. And then we're going to do one more round of abdominal work. So bring the shin bones to parallel to the floor, and you want to bring the knees directly above the hips. And then press the low back down to the mat, firm through the core. If this feels like too much, just do what we did before with the marching from the ground. Otherwise, you're gonna go from here and then march in the reverse. Tap the right foot down and lift it up. And then the left foot down and lift. And strongly pull the rib cage to the pelvis. Strongly pull the belly button towards the floor. So right around that navel center is nice and firm. And it's fine to keep your hands on the belly to feel the abdominal muscles start to really work. Try to keep that lower back down. If that low back pops up, stop and reset. Good. We'll do 4 more here. For 4, really pull the belly down. 3, 2, and 1. And then squeeze both knees into the chest, soften the belly. Take your arms overhead. You're going to roll to your right side. Just roll over to the side. And then use your left hand to gently press yourself up to sitting. I'm going to come to a cross-legged seat. Welcome. Sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to lift the chest up and draw the chin gently down. We're going to hold that. So just lift the chest to meet the chin, drop the chin to meet the chest. Breathe into the back of the neck. And from here, you'll take your left ear and just roll it over towards the left shoulder. And then slightly turn the nose down towards the floor. And then you can take the right hand and reach it to the right if you like to get a little more traction through that right side of the neck. And if you want, you can even wrap the left hand around the head, but you don't have to. I usually like to let gravity do the work. Bring your right hand back into the lap, chin towards the chest. And pause, lift the chest to meet the chin, drop the chin to meet the chest, sit up really tall. And then slowly go to the other side, right ear over towards the right shoulder. And then turn the nose slightly down. And then reach the left fingertips out to the left. Hand can touch the ground or hover. If you want to continue to find like spots, you can turn the head or move in different ways or use the right hand to hold the left side of the head. You don't have to.
Bring the right hand back into the lap. Bring your chin back towards your chest. Lift the chest and meet the chin. Sit up really tall. And then slowly lift the head, stacking it on the spine. And you're going to bring your hands behind your head, so you can support it however you want. And then you're going to just lean back a little bit, taking the gaze up, elbows out wide. And then you're going to look down again and wrap the elbows around the head and then curl back like a cat curl, slouching maybe to wherever feels okay for you. And then sit up really tall, uncurl the spine, open the elbows, press the head back, take a deep breath into the chest, lean back a little. And then tuck the chin in, slowly wrap the elbows and curl down. One more time. Sit up really tall, elbows go wide, and then you can lean back, opening the heart space. And last time, curling in. Just gently curl in. You can put as much weight into the head and hands as you want, or you can do as little as you want. And then uncurl, sitting up really tall, and take the arms down and out at a diagonal. And then you're going to take the, let's do right hand. We'll do the right hand up. So right fingers flex, and then drop the left ear again to the left shoulder. And then turn the hand fingers back. Might feel a little nervy. This okay on your arm? Figure out ways to open it a little bit. Good. And then you'll bring it back, hand back to center, point the fingers to the floor, gently lift the head and go to the other side. So you reach the left hand away from you and then pull the fingers up. Press the heel of the hand away and then turn the fingers back. Breathe. Nice. Return the fingers to the floor, lift the head, relax the arms. Good. And then you're just going to start to sway the body side to side like a piece of grass. You can keep the eyes open, or if you're comfortable closing the eyes, close the eyes. Just noticing the lean from one side to the other. And then see if you can start to take the body in a circle. Circle it around. Keep the core body strong. Circle the other direction. So we're looking at all the little connective tissue around the pelvis. Spine line, nice, Nancy. And coming back to center. So take a big breath in, take the arms all the way up. And then you'll touch the palms together and bring the hands down towards the heart and lift the elbows up and press the palms together. And then bow the chin down towards the chest. Press the palms together, elbows up. Good. And then lift the head and slide the hands to the right and keep pressing the elbow points forward. So instead of turning the body, stay forward and try to press the right elbow forward more. Careful. And then come back through center and try the other side. Feel into the shoulder, wrist, elbows, sit up nice and tall. Good, and then bring it back to center. You'll bring the backs of the index finger and thumb together and then roll out the backs of the hands. You can even do a full circle if you like. And we'll just right here unwind your legs, take them out in front. And before we come to hands and knees, we're just gonna move in and out from the pelvis a couple times. Just rotate out. Good, and then we'll come on to the hands and knees into tabletop. Anyone want a squishy mat? You okay, Jen, on your knees? Okay. Come in. And then once you find your tabletop, just take a moment and just like a cat, like you're gonna knead the floor. So press into one hand and then the other, and you can even move it forward. You can even turn the hands backwards. Just like palpating the floor, maybe leaning into the hands a little bit, one at a time. Couple more breaths here. Try to get every position possible, maybe. Coming back into tabletop, really feel the connection of your hands or paws into the mat, and then press down into the knees and the shins and the tops of the feet, and then drop the belly for cow. We'll go real slow. And then you'll tuck the tail, chin to chest, lift into cat. Moving back and forth, your own pace. It can be several breaths in each pose or one breath per pose if that feels good in your body. Close your eyes, really feel into your body here. And then you'll come to neutral, come to tabletop, and you'll look over the right shoulder. Squeeze the right hip and shoulder towards each other and spread the left side of the ribs and waist. And then go to the other side. Again, we're just gonna go slowly, feeling into the spreading open of the right side of the body and squeezing the left. And then switching. You can go at your own pace. Maybe you start to link those two together and you can create a circle with the pelvis and the ribs just circling. To get light in the hands at times. And maybe circle the other direction. Just move in any way that feels good. You can lean forward, you can lean back. And then we'll come back into child's pose when you're ready, and it can be knees together or knees apart. Arms maybe out in front, but maybe palms face up to create some lightness in the wrists. Bring your breath into the back of the body. Try to expand the back side of the lungs. Good, and then downward facing dog. Come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips up. You can be like the cat again and knead the floor, leaning a little side to side with the hands and the feet, just like you're stretching your paws into a blanket. Couple more breaths here, just exploring any movement that wants to arise, or just be still if that feels best.
walk your feet to your hands. You're gonna walk up towards the front of your mat. Ragdoll forward fold. Spread your toes out onto the mat, really root down through the four corners of your feet. Maybe shake your head, yes and no. Your hands softly to the ground. You'll bring your hands up to your hips here and then press the feet down, rise up to stand. Good, big breath in, sweep the arms up. Bring your hands down to the heart. And then take the arms out in front of you if you can, if that's comfortable. And you're gonna just spread your, sorry, hands too. All right, so you're gonna look at your toes, lift and spread your toes, but keep the balls of the feet on the ground. And then lay the toes down and then look ahead. And then you're gonna lift the heels. We're gonna do that a couple times. So heels down, lift and spread the toes. Toes down, so lift the heels. Heels down, lift and spread the toes. Toes down, lift the heels. Good. One more time. Heels down, lift and spread the toes. Toes down. Lift the heels, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, arms down, a few big shoulder circles. Your legs are all lit up now. Good, and then nice deep breath, inhale. You can take the arms, sweep them up. Exhale, bow forward, bend the knees, just go slow. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or fingers to the floor. Step back, high plank or tabletop. And then low plank or all the way down onto the belly. You can also just micro bend the elbows. Cobra or upward dog or move through cow and cat. Good. Downward facing dog, pressing the hips up and back. Take one deep breath in. Breathe out. And walk or hop your feet forward towards your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise to the top, extended mountain. Hands to heart center. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back, high plank or tabletop. Take a breath in. Exhale as you lower. It can be low plank or chaturanga or to the floor, upward dog or cobra or maybe cow and cat. Exhale back to downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Look forward, bring your feet to the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, extended mountain, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank or tabletop or cow and cat, upward facing dog or cobra. Good. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. And bring your hands to your heart. Good. Chair pose. Bend the knees. And the arms can go up or in front or at the heart. Wherever the arms need to be is just fine. Good. Nice. Sit a little deeper. Straighten the heels. Press the hips back. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, bow. Good, halfway lift. And then step the left foot back. Come up to crescent lunge. So keeping the back heel lifted. Come on up. Good, yeah, arms of your choice. Fine, take them up, down. Bend the back knee just a little bit to get into the hip flexors. Really lift the heart, maybe the arms are wide, that might feel better in the shoulders. Take a couple more breaths here. So bring the hands back down and we'll just step forward, left foot comes up, right foot goes back. We'll just switch. Find your balance and rise up, crescent lunge. Little bend in the back knees, fine, tailbone long, shoulders soft. Arms can be wide like you're holding a beach ball. Balance between effort and ease. Moving into your body, moving into your feet on the floor. Good, one more breath. Bring the hands down. You'll carefully step the right foot up to meet the left. Let's go halfway lift, lengthen, forward fold, exhale. Chair pose. We'll begin and end this one in chair. Set the weight back into the heels. You should be able to see the toes. Look down, see if you can see your toes. Strong legs. And then stand up. Reach high. Bring your hands down to the heart. And take your arms down by your sides. Good. And then right here, we'll step the left foot back. You're going to go left foot back, feet to parallel. Face that wall. Good. And then turn, I'm going to go this way. And then turn your right toes back to the front of the mat for warrior two. So you'll open the arms and then just bending into the right leg. Make adjustments as you go. Pull the shoulders straight back, lengthen out across the arms. And then you can gaze forward towards the right hand. Or if that doesn't feel good on the neck, find a spot that does. When the body starts to feel like fatigue set in, see if you can hug in a little closer to the muscles that are nearest the bones. And then from here, you'll tip to the right for side angle. Set the right forearm to the thigh and the left arm to the sky. And then take the left arm, just wrap it behind your back. Maybe it comes to the top of the right thigh. Maybe it rests at the low back. That gentle stretch in the left shoulder. Stay in the leg, stay present. Good, last two breaths. More breath here. And then come on up. Bring your right toes in parallel to the left. Turn the left toes to the back, open the arms, bend the left knee, warrior two. Breathing, seeing, feeling, getting present. Tip to the left, side angle warrior. Right arm of your choice, so it can start up or right away can wrap behind your back. It's up to you. And then opening up heart space. Keep breathing in a 360-degree way around the rib cage. So try to breathe into the back of the body, sides of the body. On your next breath, come on up. Turn your feet to parallel, hands to the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, just dive forward, side facing, wide leg, forward fold. Your hands can come to the floor, and maybe you bend your knees one at a time. Maybe you just stay. You can move side to side, or you can stay in that forward fold. Back to center if you're moving, and just pause here. So flat back now, bring your hands to your hips, come up to stand, turn the right toes back to the front and step back up into mountain pose. Do a few steps if you need. And then we're gonna come into some balance work. So if you need to come off the mat or come to a wall, you can do that. But eagle is the first one. So arms go up or out and you'll wrap the right arm under the left. And this could be a hug. It can also be palms pressed together at the front. Yeah, or hands, whatever you need. And then you'll bend the knees. You can stay in a small chair or the right leg can stack on top of the left. It's fine to have just the heel lift and stay on the toes. Returning to mountain pose, pause. And then other side, so breathe in. Exhale, left arm goes under the right. And then bend the knees and the left leg stacks on top. Practicing balance. Just the balance of effort and ease, a nice balanced breath. Mixing out right side to left side, all the things. We just practice right here. And then return to mountain pose. Just take a breath. You're going to bring your left hand to your left hip for standing leg raise. You're going to lift the right knee, catch it in the right hand. If you need to hold on to something, you're welcome to hold on to something. And then if it's okay in your body, open it up to the right. You're welcome to reach to the left. Root down, find that connection to your standing foot. All the little fluctuations. And then come back to center, bring your hands to your hips. We're just gonna hold this. So lift the thigh up a little higher using hip flexors, using the strong quadricep muscles, deep core muscles for 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Good job. All right, right hand to right hip. You'll lift the left knee, catch it in the left hand. Connect to the foot on the floor, crown of the head to the sky. And then open it to the left, reach to the right. Hold for 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Back to center, and then you're going to let it go and hold it there. So flex the foot, lift a little higher, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, those deep muscles, and 1. Set it down. Good job. Then arms down, palms open. I take airplane, so slide the right leg back. And this might be where you stay. This might be enough extension for today, or you hinge, tip forward, finding your way into airplane. It's a wonderful hamstring stabilizer as well as strengthener. I'm gonna find the core muscles, so gently draw the rib cage towards the pelvis. Lift the shoulders towards the ceiling, your upper back muscles. See what you see, feel what you feel. Strong and powerful and free. And back to mountain pose. Good. Let's try the other side. So left toes go back.
You might stay there. This is a great place to stay, where you can float the toes and then start to hinge forward. Just go to where you can go today, looking newly. And last 3. You come a little farther forward, back leg a little stronger, 2. And 1, come back up to mountain. Pause, get your 2 feet underneath you, standing tall. And I always like to end balance with tree. So right foot to left leg, come into tree pose. Keep your big toe at the floor, or arms of your choice. Arms can come up. Good. Thanks, Michelle. Cactus. Turning to mountain pose, gently switching to the other side. So feeling into that connection on the right side, the left foot comes up. It makes that, find that center line. Imagine yourself as a tree with deep roots, pulling nourishment up, like a fertile ground, reaching towards the sunlight or the rain. And returning to mountain pose. Standing in mountain pose, a little soft lift to the knees, shoulders back, crown of the head to the ceiling. And then we'll flow again. So inhale, extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And step back, high plank. Low plank or whatever variation you're taking. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank. And you'll set your right knee to the ground. Spin the left foot flat and open to side plank. Your left arm up. Down, left hand down, step back, high plank, pause, find that center line, and then left knee down, side plank, right foot flat, open it up. Really find your strength. Good, and then right hand down, high plank. Hold that. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your belly. We're going to come into Sphinx pose on your forearms if you can, and if you can't, then don't. Can't do it, don't.
Well,
do
I
it.
can, but I might not.
Okay. Child's pose is fine. Just don't want her to get in pain again. We're going to stay here for a second. Close your eyes if you like.
Draw the jawbone back. The back of the skull back, lift the crown of the head higher and try to drag the rib cage forward another inch or two. You're telescoping the ribs forward. Good. All right, slowly lower down. And then just make a pillow out of the backs of the hands. The head rests straight down. Relax the muscles in your glutes and hamstrings and lower back. And just bend the knees and let the lower legs windshield wipe from side to side. You release the feet back to the floor, slide the hands back under your shoulders or bottom ribs, and you'll press back to child's pose. Just come up and back. Child's pose, walk yourself over to the left. You get just a bigger stretch under the right armpit, along the right side of the ribs. Then you'll switch, walk your hands over to the right to get that bigger stretch along the left side. Back to center. Just pause. I'm going to give you a couple choices. So we're going to come into a version of pigeon. So it can either be half pigeon, sliding the right leg forward, left leg back. It could be a seated version where you're sitting and the right ankle goes over the left thigh, or it can be reclined on your back, right ankle, left thigh. So you can choose. I'm going to turn the fluorescent lights off. So it can be a half pigeon, reclined pigeon, or seated. switch to the other side as you're ready. So there's no hurry. And gently come on out. You're gonna make your way to seated. And take a moment to stretch your legs out and just let them roll in and out several times. And then we're gonna come into a pose called fire log or double pigeon. So it can also be a simple cross-legged. So you'll take your left leg to the side to start, and you'll bring your right leg forward. And you're trying to get the right knee out from the right hip and the ankle out from the knee. So you're trying to create these like right angles, sort of. So Jana, bring your leg more. Instead of this one this way, bring it this more straight out. Yeah. Then the other leg will go over the top. Yep. Like that. And then you want to try to sit up tall if you can, and you might stay here. And if you're comfortable, you'll start to lean forward. And you can walk the arms forward, or you can just stay. It's crazy. I know. This sounds really intense. And you can have the arms down, or yeah, good. Keep the hands behind you for support. That might feel better. Just try to relax jaw, face, shoulders, muscles like deep in the hips. When it feels like something starts to let go, maybe you lean a little farther forward. Maybe you just appreciate that opening. Slowly come up. You'll unwind the legs, bring the feet flat, and just give yourself a big hug here. to switch legs. So you'll bring the other leg in front, so making that right angle. And then the other leg goes over the top. Good. Down, yeah. And I like the ankle bone to hang off the side of the thigh. So it's a little less. Yeah, and then it's fine to keep your hand for support, and blocks and stuff or props are nice too if you have them, but if not, it's okay. And then I keep my bottom foot slightly flexed. So I'm not overly flexing, but I'm tiny bit pressing into the pinky toe side. And then if possible, you lean forward, and if not, then it's okay. Consciously relax your jaw. The other day I was lying in Shavasana and I gave myself a little face massage. I'm like, I'm going to teach that one day. All the points that felt so good. Just those reminders to separate the back teeth, to relax the jaw and the forehead. The mask that we wear, just let it soften. More breaths here, just seeing what can shift, if there's any opening waiting to occur. Or if you're just hanging in there, just hang in there. I know it's intense. Could be why you're not sleeping well too. Okay, we'll slowly come up. Unwind the legs, just take them out in front, let them move a little bit. And then we'll take one final forward fold here. So you can reach up if that feels good and hinge forward. You can also walk forward. You can also rest your forearms on your thighs if forward folding doesn't feel so good. Take it slowly, going to wherever you can go, feeling, just feeling here. Use your hands to walk yourself up. Bend your knees so your feet are flat, and you'll come down onto the back. And bring the feet a little bit wider than hip width. Let the knees knock together and just allow yourself to melt into Shavasana. Baby girl. Sorry, baby. It's okay. It's okay. That's fine. Okay, perfect. I got it. Can't help myself. Fun little surprise. And that.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, no, fully fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's scary. Such guard dogs. Get to move your fingers and your toes. That should be coming your way. Bend your knees. Carefully roll to a comfortable side. And come on up to a seated position. Once you're sitting, just sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. Touch the palms of your hands together, bring your thumbs to your heart space. And then lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Nice little visitor at the end. Thank you, Nancy. Hey, girl, how you doing? Dad just drops her off here. Hi.
I thought maybe it was a nail. Or,
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it until I heard them.
The little, their little tails. I know. So sweet. Loves grandma. These days where I'm at work all day, they go and get her, so just I love it.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Nancy. Have a great day.
You too.
Oh, do you still at home then?
Yeah.
Yeah.